See, this class is about to learn the meaning of task. Meaning of task is you define a work to be done which has to be completed in a specified date. For example, if the sales target has to be completed in the mid of the month, it should be done, or mid of a week, it should be done. And in spite of having the old database and finding a product and finding the customer, you need to develop a new database, new customers. That is the vital of a task. And the meaning of target, the target is you measure the target in terms of output, in terms of sales, in terms of income. So that is called as target. Next is guideline principles of enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning is also previously it was called as manufacturing resource planning. See, it is like a database or a software which will be used to handle all the departments. See, Tally can handle only accounts, okay, or else any other cash management services can handle only cash. But enterprise resource planning, previously it was called as manufacturing resource planning. Now it is called as enterprise resource planning. It can handle logistics, it can be handle inventory, it can be handle shipping, it can handle accounts, it can handle HR. See, it can handle everything. That is why it is called as enterprise resource planning. Okay. See here. What see you can see? Can you see enterprise resource planning and enterprise resource management? What are the benefits of implementing in India? Is see it links everything. It links sales, it links purchase, it links finance, it links everything, and it will have a better control. So that is why it is called as enterprise resource planning is more vital than other softwares. I would say SAP. SAP is systematic application process that has been common nowadays, where you can find it everywhere. It has been efficient. The next question is, why are we dependent on ERP? Why are we dependent on ERP? Okay. First thing is, it will have the control over inventory. It will have the control over the stock. We don't need to depend, you don't need to dump the stock. You don't need to make over purchase. Whatever is required alone can be dumped. No, whatever has been required has been dumped. You can find out what is the raw material, what is the work in progress, what is the closing stock. What do you mean by closing stock? Closing stock is the unsold stock which is not at all sold. So we'll have a better control. Next is to produce the product. See, the next thing is, based on the demand, the production will start. Based on the necessity of the customer, the production will start. You cannot buy or you cannot dump the stock in the market. Then it will have the loss of funds. So you can find the control over the product. Now, what else required alone can be manufactured, and what are the taste and preference of the customer can also be manufactured. Next is new product development. You can develop a new product and you can launch in the market. So that is why ERP is one of the reason which is required. Next is, see, and moreover, see, ERP will support many languages. It can accept foreign languages also. That is why it is very important. Next is, vendor offer goes to specific. See, listen, vertical market solution and horizontal market solution. Vendor offer goes to specific industry, software developer, bank vendors. So it can be used for multiple purposes. See, listen, SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, these are all the ERPs. Okay, next is we'll talk about ERP system in India. See, listen, it is a multiple model, it is a unified system. You can use manufacturing order, accounts, You can use for transportation. Why ERP? It helps in increasing the profit. See, I told you, right? Ultimate aim of the business is it will increase the profit. Next, challenges in challenges in ERP. Okay, change management. Obviously, if any upgradation has been done, you need to act accordingly. That is why it is called as change management. Outdated hiring, and very important, hiring a ERP known staff is a very costly affair. The person has to understand how to work in a ERP. He has to be given training. So it's a quite costly affair. Everybody should learn ERP. Next, see, there are a few examples where a SAP has been used. Cadbury, Mercedes-Benz, India, all those things. See, listen, what are the benefits of implementing ERP? ERP will increase the job opportunities. See, what are the justification? Intangible benefits. See, you have two kinds of benefits: quantifiable benefits and intangible benefits. Quantifiable benefits, you can measure it in quantity. Increase in sales, increase in the turnover, increase in the profit, increase in the employees, increase in the production. That is tangible benefits or quantifiable benefits. Intangible benefits, like you will not be able to say. If everything is being managed well in the organization, obviously the goodwill of the company will increase. That is called as intangible benefits. The next comes in as the quantifiable benefits will have impact on profitability, asset turnover. See, listen, profit asset turnover, the value of the asset increased. Effect on stock value. See, can you see the replacement cost? So these are the benefits of using ERP in India. See, it reduces the labor cost. What is labor? How much you spend for labor? Overhead cost will reduce. See, labor cost and overhead costs. The supervisor will have the control over the laborers, and he will help the supervisor to reduce the time. Okay, can you see? Production personnel have more time to develop. So this is with the basics of your ERP, benefits of ERP, and please listen to this video and start preparing.